What's good, everybody? So Apex Legends 2.0 is around the corner. Today I want to talk about some things I think they should add and change to the game. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree what you guys want to see in Apex Legends 2.0. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about making the game better, and maybe we can help inspire Apex because they actually listen to the community, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. So yeah, let's get straight into today's video. Make sure you guys leave a like if you guys do enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's get straight to it.
This one is repping, oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping, oh my God.
Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is pretty much the things that are been speculated to be added to Apex Legends 2.0. Now, I'm not going to talk about everything. I got a previous video on my channel pretty much talking about everything that's going to be added to Apex 2.0 that people believe are going to be added to the game. So, I'm going to save that for that video, but I want to talk about the two things that I feel like would be dope that everyone actually is talking about added to the game. Just make the game better. The first being dynamic weather. Now, I feel like that will be dope for Apex. I'm not going to lie to y'all. In other games, you know what I'm saying, dynamic weather is always a cool addition. And in a game like Apex, I feel like it would just add another element. So for example, like in snowy areas, like if you know what I'm saying, if it's snowing, it'd be harder to see, you know what I'm saying, like visually and stuff like that. I feel like that'd be really cool. Maybe you can even sneak up on people taking advantage of the weather. And for another example, it's like the rain. If it's raining, you know what I'm saying, you might get some more rain on your screen or something. It might just be harder to see visually. I feel like that just would be real cool to add to the game, you know what I'm saying. Pretty self-explanatory, but I just feel like that would be a cool addition to the game, just add a little bit more uniqueness to it. So let's move on to the second one, and that is the audio update or audio improvement. So a lot of people been complaining about the audio in Apex Legends, but me personally, I never really had an issue with it. I feel like if you heard someone on your left, you know they're on your left. If you heard someone on your right, you knew they was on your right. So I feel like the audio is always pretty decent, but a lot of people don't like it. Sometimes there are audio glitches to where like people, you don't hear any footsteps or something, and people can sneak up on you, but that rarely happened for me. But I'm all down for, you know what I'm saying, improvements in the audio, get the audio better, just making sure it's crisp and clean. So those are the two biggest things that people are talking about that I want added to the game. So now let's actually talk about the things that me personally, I feel like would be great additions to the game and changes that they need to make. So the first being, I feel like they need to remove health bars. The health bars over people's heads, honestly, is so triggering to me. It's so fucking annoying. I think they just need to get rid of that shit, honestly. Because it removes a skill element to the game, and that's why I love Apex, is because there's a skill gap, you know what I'm saying. There's so much you can learn, there's so much you can do to get better at the game, and it's one of the best skill based games, first person shooters, battle royales, you know what I'm saying, period. And when you add a health shield over enemies' heads or over your head when you get shot at, other people know how much damage or how much health you have. Before it wasn't like this, you know what I'm saying? That added another element of skill. Like if you were one shot, a lot of people didn't want to push you or didn't do certain things because they didn't know how much health you had unless they shot you. You know what I'm saying? But now, because you just instantly got a health bar overhead, people pretty much know how much health you have. They're gonna push you. They're gonna be super aggressive. I don't like it, bro. Like, before they added it, I feel like Apex Legends was perfect. And they didn't add it until all the way into the later seasons. Apex Legends was huge and crazy big before they added this feature. So it's not necessary for the game. I feel like they just did that to, you know what I'm saying, to help the new players, to help people who are struggling. But, you know what I'm saying, it removes, like I said, another skill element to the game, which one of the reasons I love Apex Legends. A lot of people love Apex Legends. So I think they need to just get rid of that. But that's just me personally. I'm kind of curious if y'all agree or disagree. So if y'all feel the same, let me know down in the comments. So let's move on to the second thing. Now, I talked about this in a previous video. I think they need to rework Arena. The Respawn game modes, they're not terrible, but they're not addicting. They're not fucking super fire how the Battle Royale is, how, you know what I'm saying, the trios, duos, and all that is. That's super addicting, but the Respawn game modes, they are not. They're pretty trash. Now, Arenas, I like the direction I did that they were trying to go with it, but I just feel like they didn't execute it properly. I'm not going to talk too much about what I think they should do to Arena, because I have a video. I'll just throw the link up, put the link in the description if y'all want to check that out. But I think they need to rework Arena entirely. All the Respawn game modes are trash to me. I feel like they need to make it so they're addicting. And like I said, I got a detailed video down below in the description. You know what I'm saying? Thumbnail probably will pop up or something, so y'all can go check that video out if y'all want to see what I think they should do specifically to Arena. But if they just rework the respawn game modes and make them actually addicting, I feel like the game will go to a whole nother level, because you would have an addicting battle royale and you have an addicting multiplayer. And Apex Legends is one of the games that I feel like would have one of the best first-person shooters respawn game modes if they did it properly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna talk too much about what they should do, but I think they need to redesign and rework their respawn game modes, because you can tell that it was added after the battle royale was released, which literally it was, because you know what I'm saying, Apex was just the battle royale, and this is just the way that people get used to using the guns and stuff like that, because people didn't really have a lot of ways to get used to the guns and shooting people and getting killed and stuff like that outside of the battle royale. So I understand you know what I'm saying, why they did it and why it wasn't perfect. But at the same time, I don't like it right now. Like I said, it's decent, but they need to make it addicting. And then I feel like the two game modes will bounce off each other, because you're playing the battle royale, you go to the respawn game modes. Once you're tired of respawn, you go to battle royale. You know what I'm saying? Because for me personally, for example, I'll play the battle royale, then I'll go on Call of Duty, because I feel like the respawn game modes on Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 for me are just more addicting, or just more fun. All right, so like I said, that's the second point. Let's move on to the next one. So I want them to add a fun game mode. You know what I'm saying? In Titanfall, they used to have a parkour game mode. I wish they would bring that back, honestly. That it's just some. I just want them to have some type of game mode to where it's just fun. You get on the bullshit, playing around with your friends. Now I know that's kind of what the respawn game modes are for, but I want them to make like a third game mode just for that. And I feel like it would just help the game a lot. And pretty much going off that point, just making a third game mode, they could either just make us entirely game mode to where it's just like something fun, like parkour, you racing with the tridents or whatever the case may be. You only can have a throwing knife, and you know what I'm saying, everybody just doing throwing knives, or only snipers, whatever the case may be. I just want a fun game mode that's actually really fun to play. And pretty much like I said, spinning off of that, I feel like a game mode, maybe like Forge. You know, people are kind of speculating that something like this is going to be released. But if you don't know what Forge is, like from Halo, it's just a way GTA even did something like this, or Fortnite's doing stuff like this right now. Actually, it's just a way for the community to create game modes and maps that people can replay. And that way the actual developers don't have to do it themselves. You can just, you know what I'm saying, make a game mode, make a map from the community, and the community just constantly brings replay value to the game. Now, with the Battle Royale, it might be a little bit harder to do something like that with Forge, but like I said, if they actually make super fun respawn game modes, this will be an easy addition to the game, because you could just literally change the respawn game modes, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Halo did, and that's why Forge was so crazy on Halo. GTA eventually added something like this, and you know what I'm saying, you see crazy like racetracks and certain game modes people play on GTA. Fortnite's even doing something like this now. There's so many different game modes and replay value. Roblox, you know what I'm saying, did something like this, and like literally the game is just constantly going crazy, because people are putting in people who actually enjoy the game are actually going to create stuff for the game, because we enjoy the game. And I love Apex Legends. There's, other than Call of Duty, there's no game, and I play like pretty much every first-person shooter, Destiny, Halo. This is one of the best first-person shooter games I've ever played, honestly. So I want them to, you know what I'm saying, make the best game possible. And Apex 2.0, revamping the entire game, I feel like will be a dope idea. And I feel like we'll bring back a lot of players, and bring a lot of new players. So yeah, that's pretty much my main thing. So let me just re-go over them. I said like the dynamic weather, I feel like would be dope. Improved audio, getting rid of the health bars, a fun game mode, maybe like parkour, throwing knives, whatever they want to do, and a third game, or I mean another game mode to where the community can create games or maps and stuff like that, just to give the game so much replay value. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys agree, disagree, what y'all think they should add to Apex Legends 2.0. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of ideas that I haven't thought of. I'm like I said, I'm curious what you guys are thinking. Like, make sure you guys leave a comment down below. So yeah, that's pretty much today's video. Make sure you guys leave a like, helps me so much to grow on YouTube. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys rock out to the rest of the gameplay. And I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
Tear through. Recharging shields. Shield cracked. Enemy down. One less enemy.
Nice choice.
Repairing damages.
Enemy close.
Taking fire. Caught like a rat in a trap. Cut down an enemy. Arc star out.
Enemy getting shot at.
Recharging shield. Let's put you in a bind.
Reloading. Broken enemy shield. That was the last one. Nice work.
Healing.
Care package coming in.
Moving here.
Knockdown shield here.
The enemy stands before us. Find him. Let's put you in a bind. Enemy shield cracked. Caught like a rat in a trap. Recharging shields.
Getting shot at. Need to recharge.
I've been snared. A tear to give us an edge.
Grenade incoming.
Taking fire. We're close to the ring.
Getting shot at. Enemy shield broken.
Reloading. Shield cracked. Another taken down. Taking fire. These bombs aren't easily broken. That was all that remained.
Need to recharge my shields.
Shields are depleted. Recharging. Repairing damages.
Optics here. Mid-range.
They really got me assist for all that. Okay.
My ammunition is nearly spent. I cannot let... Meet me here. I shattered an enemy's shield. Cut down an enemy. One less.
Let's go this way. Setting a portal.
Attention. Reloading.
Heard that.
A second squad. Adjust your strategy.
Portal's ready.
Recharging shields. Replicator dropping.
Patching myself up. Ring's pretty close.
Reloading.
Good. Got my.
Another squad is on us. Not so fast. Time to bind you.
Punching a tunnel. 45 seconds. Ring's close. Portal's ready. Getting shot at. Someone's got a shot on me. Pretty sure. Firing. Enemy down.
These ties bind.
We're close to the ring. 30 seconds left. Recharging my shields.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Reload. 10 seconds to the ring. It's close at least.
Shields are depleted. Recharging. Taking fire.
Jumping.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Medkit here. I think someone's targeting me. Ultimate's ready.
enemy. The enemy is moving in.
Reloading. Whole squad's down. You
Move
made the
this
right
way.
choices. 2 other squads remain.
This won't hurt. Hold on. 1 minute. Ring's pretty close.
Recharging shields.
Need to recharge my shields.
Repairing damages.
Ring's not too far. 45 left. Optics here. Mid-range.
We have 30 seconds. Prepare.
Let's explore this way.
The enemy is in striking range. Enemy in the
Let's go
distance.
this way. Hostile close. Contact with hostile.
I'm under fire.
Hostile spotted. Boys jumping.
Moving that way.
Pretty sure someone's got a shot on me.
Enemy far off.
Setting a portal. I set the portal. Boys jumping.
Time to bind you.
Might be something good this way. Fire. They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Down.
Target close.
Contact with target.
I'm under fire. Shields are depleted. Recharging.
You went too early.
Final round. Beginning ring countdown. "45 seconds until close. Focus. Plan. Move. 30 seconds. Cracked. Taking fire. Time to bind you. Phase tear ready. Caught with no way out. Recharging shields. It's coming. The final ring. Heal, heal, heal. Time. I'm under fire. Frag out. Shields are depleted. Recharging. Enemy's shield. Taking fire. Enemy shield cracked. Putting the Phoenix kit to use. Shields are depleted. Recharging. Enemy killed. One squad left to rout.
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
You are the Apex champions.
Seeing green numbers, I feel like the Matrix. Counting this money, I cannot be basic. I'm whipping these foreigns, I feel like I'm racist. Money the topic, the whole conversation. Money and women, they get compilation. I'm talking to God, we build a relation. I'm up in Cali, it feel like we catching. They tell me be patient, but why would I wait? I came too far not to having my way. I'm on a plane, having my way. I'm in these foreigns, having my way. Counting the money, just having my way. Having my way, having my way. Curving these women, just having my way. I'm at the Gucci store, having my way. Flexing on nigga, just having my way. Just having my way, just having my way. Hit up your body, make you all them shake. I got the key to the motherfucking safe.